Your fellows, my name is Nana Kajman, and this is my host. So it's funny when people think catfishing is not a big deal, simply because most property owners or hosts think they are the one giving. So if they are the one taking, now there's a whole lot wrong about that person's actions. You see, when you order a pair of shoes, it comes and it's just a fake t-shirt. Just think about it. You are allowed to be in your feelings for just 5 seconds. Are you done? Now back to the topic. See, catfishing is actually a big deal on every aspect. Ordering something and getting something new, you just think about it for a second. Think about it. I ordered liquid soap, came and it's powdered soap. But I saw powdered soap and I went for liquid soap. Specific details, right, means a lot. And for the hospitality industry, before a guest will even go for certain property, it means there's a lot of properties online and they went for specifics, right? So they book for this specific apartment, 5 bedroom with balcony, or 5 bedroom with open kitchen, or 5 bedroom with extra locker, 5 bedroom with separate washrooms. They go for specific, they see the details and they go for this specific apartment. And the last thing as a host you want to do is to change the room without their knowledge, right? You are changing guest apartment and they have no idea about why you are even changing their apartment until they get to the apartment and you are breaking the news to them. And now they don't know what to do. Some guests may talk to you like a kid, like you don't know your left from your right, because you put yourself in this situation and you deserve it. You deserve it. I'm not saying I'm that type that will act that way though, but even if I act that way, it's the situation you put me in that will make me act that way. But then, whatever they do, from the business point of view, you deserve it, because why would you even keep the guest when you know this decision you are making is going to affect the guest negatively? Now the guest knows, okay, it's a smoker and he will need a balcony to smoke. All of a sudden they get to the property and you are telling them, okay, someone took the other room, the other apartment, or there's plumbing issue, so give us some time. And your actions looks like it's not a big deal. It's nothing to even worry about. It's a whole lot to worry about. You don't know people's lifestyle. You don't know how people live their life. And some people even losing just 1 hour of their time, it's a big deal. And since you won't know everybody and you are meeting people, you are meeting new people, the last thing you're gonna do is to make decisions that's going to affect them without even involving them. Besides, when you are involving a guest that's having bookings with you, you feel special. They feel like, oh, you're actually involving them in every step, and it makes them feel big. And this can even keep the guest by making them a return guest, by involving them in every decision you make. Besides, when was the last time you called a guest that's not having bookings with you that, okay, you are making these changes? It's irrelevant. It doesn't even make sense, right? And when was the last time calling someone who don't contribute to your maybe your renovation that you're doing this? But here lies the case. All these things you are doing it because of the guest. The update you're doing in your room, you're doing it because of the guest. Plumbing work that popped up and you didn't even leave it by working on it, you're doing it because of the guest. So what stops you from involving the guest when such thing happens? And you know, okay, this may take maybe 1 week for us to fix, right? But the guest is coming 6 days or 5 days, and you won't be able to finish. In this case, you can just put the guest on a speed dial. Just explain things to him. Oh, Mr. Seeker of so and so, or Mr. Seeker of Speed Properties. The apartment we wanted to give you, the prepared apartment you book, is actually having issues right now, but the engineering team is making sure they put it back to its normal state before your check-in day. But then I sent you pictures of the next apartment. Can you check this one for me? Should we not finish this one or your preferred apartment on time? We will check you into this one. Maybe you give us 2 3 days since you are going to stay for a month. Then we move you back to your preferred apartment. Save your ass by just explaining the situation and giving the guest options to think about the whole situation again. Now, what stop you from doing this? Then you put the guest in last list. The apartment you is available. It's also the same. It's not the same. The apartment they booked, there's a reason why they booked the apartment. The balcony, the husband is a smoker, or the wife is a smoker, or sometimes they want to have fresh air. They don't want to open your windows. Everybody is having a reason for whatever they do. The last thing you're gonna do is to make decisions. If the decision you are making does not affect anybody, you go ahead and do it. But if it's going to affect the guest who is coming in the next 6 days, 5 days, the last thing you're gonna do is not telling them. You have to involve them in every decision you make. Even if even if the situation is going to take 3 days, put them in this mode that yes, we are having issues with the apartment we are giving you, but since you have 5 days to check in, it's going to take us 3 days to finish, which is fine. But should we not able to finish, right? We are going to check you into this next apartment until we are done. It may take us maybe extra day, then remove you back to your preferred apartment. You save your ass. Now you know your money is clear. But if you don't communicate in such manner with the guests, now you're gonna lose a lot of revenue. You're gonna lose a lot of revenue because some guests are quick tempered. Wait, hold on. I think the right word here is principle. Some guests are very principled. They go for detailing and specifics, and there's nothing wrong with that. Let's go to the next apartment. I'm not saying here anymore. Let's go to the other apartment. Like they are not talking about your apartment, they are talking about other one. And now maybe they may regret their actions later, but they've done it and it hit your pocket, right? It hit your pocket. You put them in that state to make that hasty decision, which they may regret later. Some people will not regret. You get the point. But you put yourself in this position and nothing even stopped you from even communicating with them. You just felt it's nothing. And that nothing is giving your pocket nothing. It's doing nothing in your pocket, right? So catfishing is actually a big deal all around, and you're gonna make sure you are putting your A game on your communication skills. When such situation arises, you have to know how to communicate with your guests without sending them to the next customer, without sending them to your competitor, without sending them to the next apartment. Not your next apartment, but the other apartment that's not under your management apartment, right? Now you lose revenue. So all the stress, all the sleepless nights, all the thoughts you put in something that's not gonna be productive. Just think about it. So you want to ignore these unwanted situations. So involve your guest in every step you make, because you know every step you make is going to affect them one way or the other. So they are the best person to communicate with. After communicating with the artisans that are involved, you want to communicate with the guest who is coming to stay in that apartment. Besides, if you are in this short-term rentals and you are not having guests sleeping in the apartment, then what are you doing? You are not doing your work right. You understand? I know sometimes business is bad, but I'm just saying if a whole year, if a whole 2 years, you are not getting people to come and stay in your apartment simply because you have certain attitude, then I think you're on the wrong field, or I think there's something you must be working on. So you want to prevent such catfishing situations because you won't be happy if if you are in that in their position, right? You will never be happy. People may say, "Oh, it's nothing." Yeah, it's nothing because you are the one giving. On the receiving side, who is paying money for that? They are paying money for preferences, and you are giving them. It's nothing. Feel it's nothing. Now give us back our money. Let's stay in your property for free, and it's nothing. Think about that. So catfishing is a big deal. Try to ignore catfishing. Put your A game on your communication skills, and should there be catfishing, the way you are going to approach it, it wouldn't even mean the same catfishing, because if you are explaining every step, details to the guest, it's no more catfishing, because they are not going to be surprised when they get there. You communicated everything to them. The same way when they book your property, you send them pictures that this is the specific apartment, you explain in the email. You get a point. So it is what it is. My name is Nana Kodis Kajman, and this is also my hosting experience. Be out.